Hello, welcome back to Solly's vlog. Now we get to talk about the third part of my electronic series, Transcension. Transcension, I don't have the definition in front of me, but I'm going to flash it up here in just a moment. Transcension is very near and dear to me because it's about elevation. Most trance music is very uplifting, and when I put this series together, actually the only series that has actually been in a club. That's what makes it unique. Transcension is an event that I held at the Patron Saint 2 years ago, January 27th and February 24th, I believe, 2020. I held two events at the Patron Saint, and what my goal with Transcension was for it to be once a month and to bring in local acts and international acts from around the world. You know, people like Paul Oakenfold, for example, or Gabriel in Dresden. These are just a couple people that I'm thinking of off the top of my head, trance artists, very coasting. And there's a couple of people, and I'll probably leave a SoundCloud link or something like that for them, but I'm really into trance and I'm really into the artists that produce trance. I love the old school stuff and I love the newer stuff and kind of how it's a little bit more progressive, but I wanted to, since that event got canceled because of the pandemic, I wanted to have a weekly mixshow series. And I already have two, Solly's Proper and Technoverse, but I wanted to do something specifically for trance as well. And starting in April, those will be coming out weekly on Apple Podcasts and Podomatic. So look for those. Trance is very fun genre. To me, it is. I really enjoy playing trance because it's very uplifting. But the name itself is about elevation, taking things to the next level. And that's very much something that I've kind of looked at with my DJ career, is taking things to the next level. So I've paid a little bit more attention to the electronic series. And to me, if you're going to play house, techno, or trance, you have to have a certain plan of attack when you put music together. It's a different curation process than maybe if you're doing hip hop and R&B and top 40 stuff. It's something that I feel like you have to take time to put together and make it sound beautiful. And a lot of electronic music, most people use Rekordbox, a software that I'm still new to, because you usually don't use your laptop when you play in certain nightclubs if you're playing trance or techno or house. It's just something that I feel like those are tracks you intimately know. So when you put together a set, people are going to feel that set. It's going to take them to the next level. That's why the opener and the closer, those are all important things. When I put Transcension together, I had a certain way that I wanted the shows to go because I brought in other DJs, but I wrote my sets in a certain way where I would kind of honor other trance groups around the world. Shout out to Seattle Trance Family, San Francisco Trance Family, Vancouver Trance Family. All of them were very helpful when I started Transcension. They kind of told me how to start the night off, put in some progressive house, a little bit of techno, a little bit of melodic house and techno. Then you lead up to trance. There's things that I had to learn because some music has different energy. You can't just play 138 beats per minute at the beginning of a show. You have to lead people up to it. There's a lot of great DJs that do that. Big shout out to DJ Naughty Groove, who was actually my first guest on Transcension when we hosted it at the Patron Saint. That was a very fun event. And just from the reaction from the local trance group here in town, Indie Trance Family, and just people that came to the two shows that happened before the pandemic, it gave me time to really research the genre. I took into consideration the criticisms and the compliments, and I looked at it, and I kind of started to search for how I really want to put this together. If I'm doing a weekly show, and that's 15 to 25 tracks, 90-minute set, how do I want to put that together? Same thing with house, same thing with techno. And you just kind of put it together different. And, like I said, Electronic music is a little bit of a different feel. I say that it's important to like practice tracks out a couple of times before you put together a set. And a lot of the things that you will hear from Transcension and Technoverse and Solly's Proper House, these are just expressions of thought of how I'm putting together content for that particular genre. So if I do a house set and it's 90 minutes, there's just certain artists that I will put probably in that set to like set the mood, because house music is a little bit different everywhere, but not that different. Same thing with trance. I feel like trance is more of a West Coast thing. Like most of the shows that I've been to recently were on the West Coast and had to do trance. And we are actually going to do a vlog here shortly about my Seattle recap back in fall when I went to go see Gabriel in Dresden and friends at Q nightclub. That was an experience. But it's those things and what the world has been through. Also, shout out to Club Quarantine. I love Club Quarantine. It's on Twitch. Watch it every week. I'm telling you. It's nice to see where the world has been in the last 2 years. People getting out to nightclubs, hearing these DJs perform, hearing this music again. And it kind of like the world is healing itself, I feel like. But trance is something definitely that I have a special love for. Obviously, I love house and techno, but trance is a little bit different because I feel like the tracks are very emotional and they're uplifting, but there's a reason for that. You know, you got vocal trance, you got instrumental trance where there's no lyrics or anything like that. But to be able to put together sets and the crowd feel what you're doing, it takes time and it takes effort. And I've taken a little time away from my electronic series, but I definitely want to get back into it starting in April. And just bringing you something every week. Bringing you the audio side. Of course, we will get to the video side because I play to stream more on Mixcloud and play DJ TV and Twitch. Curating the sets so that they're a certain way and building rapport with your audience, I feel like is very, very important. And I feel like we're in this digital age. It's important to have online content and interact with people. That's why I'm doing a vlog. My vlog is kind of about my daily life and my DJ life and how they kind of intersect. But it takes time to put together these sets, and I try to do everything I can with them, obviously, but Transcension is very special to me. And when I do a set for Transcension, I try to put music together in a certain way. Techno and house are fluid, a little bit different. But Transcension or trance hits me a little bit different. And actually, I'm going to put a link to the first episode that I recorded when I was in the Philippines, actually, and let you take a listen at that. This is something that I'm going to have coming out every Friday, my electronic series, Solly's Proper House, Into the Technoverse, and Transcension. And I hope you get a chance to listen and tell me what you think. This is Solly's Vlog. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.